Welcome to WGTV and episode 74. I'm your host Adam, and tonight I'm going to bring you a game of Age of Sigmar 2000 points from the General's Handbook 2023 through to 2024. But before I introduce these two willing victims to tonight's game, we have to say a huge thank you to all our patrons, our sponsors and our affiliates that you'll have seen on the way in, with a special mention to not one, not two, but three of our patrons who have decided to move up from the local militia, obviously been putting in some extra training, up to warrior level. So thank you very much to Jane Slater, Ben Cronin and Max Soul. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, let me introduce these two wonderful people. Now, we've got Tim, who you may have seen once before on the previous show, so it's all new. He's still remembering. It was on a Halloween special once that we had, not this Halloween before, and he's going to be fighting tonight with...
I'm still playing Soulblight Gravelords.
Still doing the Soulblight, so he's still got that theme in there, so he's still going to be fighting out for the dead with a theme of, is it the Kastelai? Kastelai. Oh, lots of spicy blood dragon antics. Now, on my right, though, we've got Tom. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, guys.
It's Tom's first time. Be gentle. Be very gentle. That applies to you as well. Be nice, all right? So if he makes mistakes, it's a thing. Don't worry about it.
We're all human.
We're all human. Yeah. Well, some of us. But yeah, that's it. We're all human. And Tom, what are you going to be bringing?
I've been bringing Sylvaneth.
From...
the Heartwood.
The Heartwood, which, if I remember rightly, gives us... Is it 3 units that hit?
Yeah, get +1 to hit against 3 units and lets the hunters become battle line.
Oh, so that gives a little hint towards the list that we're going to be seeing. So before we go to have a look at those lists in a little bit more detail, though, we need to find out what scenario you two are going to be playing. Well, there is only one that can help these two on their journey. Some say that underneath his hood, he wears an apron of silk. But nobody has ever seen it, and nobody knows what's written on it. All we know is he's called the Cleric.
Every step is forward. The path to victory has been racked with vicious sentient cyclones, punishing those who would conquer Andor into close quarters. You will not be able to escape and press on unless you confront your foes once and for all. Give no ground. If a unit makes a charge move until the end of that turn, add 1 to the number of models that each model in that unit counts as for the purposes of contesting objectives. If a unit retreats until the end of that turn, models in that unit cannot contest objectives. You score as such in this mission. Score 1 point if you control 1 objective. Another if you control 2. A third if you control more. Score 2 victory points if you've completed your battle tactic.
Welcome to the Soulblight Gravelords, who are being led today by a vampire lord on foot, with the command trait of Shaman of the Chilled Lands, and the artifact of power is Fragment of the Keep, with the spell Spirit Gale. His friend next to him has the spell Blizzard, and behind them, the majesty that is Prince Vhordrai, who's decided to take Spirit Gale today as his spell. And next to him, we have a reinforced unit of the deadliest of the kind, Blood Knights. And in front of them, we have 10 Direwolves. And next to them, we have a reinforced unit of not once, not twice, but 3 times reinforced. That's right, we've got 30 Death Rattle skeletons. And behind them, a reinforced unit of Graveguard. Now, this comes in at 1960, and we've also got the Andorian Acolyte Battalion here. The Sylvaneth, led today by the Branch Witch, who has the command trait Spellsinger and the artifact of power, the Vespral Gem. Next to her, we have the Arch Revenant, and behind them, we have the Great Majesty that is Belthanos. Next up, we have the Revenant Seekers, who are next to the first unit of Tree Revenants. And then here we have the second unit of Tree Revenants. In front of them, we have a reinforced unit of Kurnoth Hunters with swords. And then we have the second unit of Kurnoth Hunters reinforced, this time with scythes. Now, this comes in at 1980, and also Tom has put it all into a battle regiment, so it will be a 1-drop today.
Well, Sylvaneth turn 1. So yeah, I got my command point. I got a primal dice. I went for surround and destroy. I chose my seekers and my 2 units of tree revs. And basically, we just sort of moved up. Belthanos was very eager to get into the death, so he ran his automatic 6. So to get a movement of 20 and a nice 6-inch charge. Failed both, even with a reroll. So yeah, and I got 5 points.
Yay! Good. Score that one.
Score this one. Score that one. So and got more.
Got more. And battle tactic.
Yeah, 5 points.
5 points.
Soulblight's turn 1. Battle tactic was magical dominance, which I just had to cast a spell, which I got. We got our primal dice, but didn't need to use them. So Vhordrai's cast strikes first on himself. Vampire Lord tried to cast Spirit Gale, failed, and Vampire Lord Mystic Shielded the Blood Knights. Didn't position the skeletons the best. I put them in front of the Graveguard, so ideally I'd have liked to get the Graveguard into Belthanos, but because of my position I couldn't do it, so I had to bring the Blood Knights down. Needed an 8-inch charge, failed it, spent a CP, re-rolled, got a 12, so they all got into Belthanos, and didn't do that well. They took 10 wounds off left.
4 wounds. I know.
It's that pesky
That
5 up
6-inch charge. If we'd got it off, it would have been alright.
Yeah.
So, come to the priority.
So that gives you 4 points.
Yep.
And a priority roll.
Oh, it's Thomas's. I'll take it.
Yeah!
Thought you might.
Okay, Sylvaneth turn 2. Okay, so it went pretty well, to be honest. Branch Witch popped a tree up out of nowhere. Belthanos retreated from the Blood Knights. Didn't want to deal with them anymore. We got a command point with Archie. We got some primal dice. Had to use the primal dice to pop the tree up. What else? The hunters were like, bring it on. So we charged here. We took 2 out.
Give them a good spanking. You took 3 out, mate.
Oh, 3? Was it 3? Oh, wow. Yeah, no. They didn't like the Blood Knights. And then over there, if you can only see it, this is a unit of 7 skellies.
23 of them.
23 from this big unit of swords came in, smashed them to smithereens. So yeah, I hold 1, hold 2, hold 3, and I got my battle tactic, Magical Dominance.
Right, Soulblight turn 2. So for my battle tactic, I used a Soulblight one called Endless Nightmare, where I had to return 6 models as Tom had killed off 23 of the skeletons. It was quite an easy battle tactic to get. So I brought back 3 in the hero phase, and then at the start of the combat phase I rolled the 4 ups and brought enough back. Spells wise, Vhordrai tried for his strikes first and whiffed it. Vampire Lord cast Mystic Shield on Vhordrai, and he also managed to Hoarfrost the Graveguard. I rolled a 3, so I gave that to the Rend.
Don't forget the Mortal Wound one across the board as well.
Yeah, I did a Mortal Wound across the board as well. That went off and he saved every single one of them.
Yeah, the Hunters...
2 6s. 2 6s.
2 6s and a...
Give it to Belthanos though, that's the main
So
thing.
I heroic recovered with Belthanos in my hero turn. He healed 1, and then he got Mortal Wound from it.
So, rather movement phase and move Vhordrai to within 3, move the Graveguard up. As I've said, stupidly I retreated them out of combat, so now they can't contest the objective, which I forgot about. Don't.
Oh dear.
Shooting phase, Vhordrai shooting attack didn't go very well. Charge phase, obviously got everything in, went with the Graveguard first. They absolutely went through the Scythe Hunters. Vhordrai didn't do well, but he did manage to kill 1, which means because we're Kastelai, he gets +1 attack to his lances. And that was it for the... Oh, and the brave dog lost 9 of its mates, had to roll a 1, it didn't run away.
The only time that you needed a 1, you got it.
And so I scored a measly 2 points.
So priority.
Priority.
Oh.
Do you want this or do I want this? I don't know. Oh. I think I'll take it. Yeah, it could have been a lot better. I got my primal dice. I got my... I heroic recovered Belthanos here. So he grew an extra 3 wounds this turn, instead of 1 turn last turn. So I chose Trespassers, kill a unit within 6 inches of a wildwood. And I chose this unit of Graveguards here. I thought Belthanos could handle it pretty well, so he smacked in. I thought I'll bring the bugs up to help do a little bit more damage, but as you can see, they're still there. And then Belthanos hit, striked and faded back over there. Branch Witch grew another hunter, and then your zombie dragon.
Yeah, Vhordrai.
Vhordrai. He killed the hunter. He came up.
But he's still not doing what we want him to.
And
Still whiffing.
he killed one. So, yes. But, so I didn't get my
Makes me
battle
sad.
tactic. So I just control the objectives at the moment.
Well, battle tactic, I did Maelstrom, which I've just actually realised I've failed. So ignore that score, I'm going to have to put it back. What a numpty.
No, because you charged with your...
No, I have to be in combat at the end of the turn, is it? Yeah, I still have
Oh,
to be
yes,
free
you
of the
do.
enemy at the end of the turn. What an idiot. Right, so I did pick Maelstrom, and I thought I was being dead clever and got it. Spells, we had loads of primal dice. Didn't make a difference in the end. Vhordrai tried to cast his strike. He tried to Mystic Shield himself. Belthanos blocked it. Did Maelstrom. Set him up for a 6-inch charge. Didn't get it. Rolled it again. Failed it. So I had to get a 7-inch charge of him. Got it. Was dead pleased about that. Then got the Blood Knights in to take them off that back objective. Vhordrai didn't whiff. So I charged the skeletons in, so they were claiming that objective. Vhordrai actually didn't whiff for once and killed enough of them. So now they're not in combat anymore. So that's cost me my battle tactic. So it says 11 on there, but I'm going to change it back to 9 now. And that's...
Yeah,
when I
say?
wanted him to do something on the charge, he did nothing. And now it's disadvantageous to me.
It's advantageous to me!
So Thomas is in with a comfortable lead. And I'm sad.
And it's a priority there.
Priority roll.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm going to take it. Yeah!
Right.
Okay, so it's a quick one this turn. I chose Intimidate. I just had to get everything out of my deployment. Branch Witch brought another hunter up. We pushed. Belthanos charged. We smacked him. He's still there, unfortunately. But yeah, so I just hold one objective at the moment. But I did get my battle tactic. So for 3 points, so I'm on 16 this turn.
And obviously when we needed Vhordrai to do something, he whiffed and did 2 wounds.
And the hunters are still there.
Still there.
Still there.
Bad smell.
But yeah.
Oh, I
Doing
brought
it
5.
again.
I also brought 5's dog back up from a gravesite. Actually rolled a 4.
So yeah. That's turn.
So, Soulblight turn 4. We did Intimidate Invaders, which, as you can see, I've managed to do up there. 4 out, 3 in. So Vhordrai again Vhordrai managed to get Vile Transference off on Belthanos on a natural 9 or over, so he did quite a few mortals, so he's got 5 wounds left.
Yes. Yep.
5 wounds left, I'll get him yet. Still didn't manage to kill the Kurnoth Hunter.
Still in there.
I had 18
He's
attacks
still
off
in
the
there.
skeletons, and they did 1 wound to him. Vhordrai got him down to 2. He killed one and got him down to 2 wounds, so that's great. Yeah, so actually a good turn. I'm catching up a bit, and if I get this double, let's see what magic I can pull out the bag, and hopefully might get a late game win.
Priority roll.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh. Yes.
There you go.
Sylvaneth turn 5. Yeah. Well, I couldn't have planned this any better, to be honest. I couldn't bring back a hunter, so the branch witch was very angry, and she went unleash swarm of spites. I had to use a couple of primal dice. There was a vampire lord here. I killed a couple of graveguards. I even killed a blood knight with the mortal wounds. So yeah, I chose Unleash Wrath, kill a unit with a spell. So yes, I got my battle tactic. The tree revs came up, jumped over here to claim this objective. I heroic recovered Belthanos, who decided that he wasn't very happy with all those skellies and tried to reduce them down a bit, which he did. I jumped Branch Witch over here to get out of the way of the Blood Knights and the Graveguard, and yeah. So I control 1, control 2, control more objectives, and I even got my battle tactic as well. So up to 21 points. Great turn.
Soulblight turn 5, so I realised I couldn't get a grand strategy, so I just wanted to be spiteful and try and kill him with Vhordrai, but as you can see, Vhordrai isn't there anymore, so I just threw away exploration, charged Blood Knights in there to get that objective. Belthanos did really well, so they got that. Belthanos did really well and killed Vhordrai, but obviously I've still got all these skellies on the objective, so and that's it, scored 2. Scored 1-2 more, so that's 3 points.
Conclusion time, folks. Well, the pretender steps up to take the crown. It seems. Well, that was it was up, down, it's round.
It could have gone either way, to be honest. Yeah.
It turns out that you are the priority king.
Yeah.
And you just roll every priority you ever want in the land, and just.
And I'll never win one again.
And that's it now. He's thrown it now. That's it. So we'll build up to yours. Have you got a model of the match? You know, is it Vhordrai?
I'll tell you what, he's definitely not going to win that. Just going to go with the Graveguard.
Good old Graveguard.
Good old Graveguard.
Solid.
Good old reliable Graveguard.
Yeah, hit it out.
Not like...
got the mortal wounds.
Not reliable Vhordrai.
Vhordrai.
We won't talk about him anymore.
We just... Yeah, not enough about Vhordrai then. Yeah. Did you enjoy the scenario?
Yeah, it was a good scenario. Obviously, it challenged me a bit when I was stupid and forgot that if you retreated a model...
I was going to mention that. You retreat and then the Blood Knights came out, and do you think possibly that's where it slipped away?
Maybe. No, I think you know where it slipped away. It slipped away there. That turn where I forgot to pile in the skeletons to make sure that Summit was still in combat when I did it.
Led into the Maelstrom.
That's where it's because I could have got that. Yeah, so I missed that one. I think that's where it
really
started. At the end of the day, that only cost me a point. That cost me 2 points.
That cost you 2. Yeah, so it all quickly adds up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mr. Beaming Like a Cheshire Cat. Model of the match?
There's hunters with swords or Belthanos.
Surely it's got to be the hunters with swords, like.
Yeah, no, they did they survived pretty well, to be honest. They were hanging in there.
Survived a lot longer than
Yeah.
the ones with size.
Yeah.
Yeah, who just absolutely got melted
They
by
died
the
when they
Graveguard.
needed to die and lived when they needed
Yeah,
to live.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, hanging on with one at the end, holding Vhordrai up again.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely, yeah. It's
and even Mr. Belthanos, he was here, there, everywhere,
Yeah.
went down to hardly any wounds. You healed him all the way back up practically.
at one point he was on 2 wounds, and he
Finished the game on... what?
5, something like that.
Yeah, really nice and high.
Um,
Grand strategy achieved. Branchwitch stayed alive.
Yeah, but even Branchwitch, even unleashing a swarm of spites just to kill one vampire lord.
I think that's what won it, because the vampire lord was stopping that,
Yeah,
and that's how you got away to get your grand strat.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go. So that was the key turning point.
that was definitely,
So,
yeah.
dropping the vampire lord, got you the battle tactic.
Yeah,
Obviously, lost you the vampire lord, so you
Yeah.
couldn't track her down anymore. So she was bamfing around
Yeah.
everywhere. So that was a key turning
Yeah,
moment. So that was. It was really nip and tuck. At one point, I wasn't really sure how you were going to do it. I don't even know if you knew.
I was just rolling dice in it.
You're like, oh my god, yeah, it's happening, and kept racking up the points.
Yeah.
Kept going, but no, it was
Yeah, it was
fantastic.
a good game.
You
So
enjoyed it?
yeah, definitely.
well done.
You
Can't
wanna
beat
do another
AOS,
one now?
can you?
You can't beat
You
AOS.
can't
There
beat
you go. And on
AOS.
that bombshell, there you go. You can't beat it. So, if you want to watch more of these, by all means, go back and see some of our other ones. By all means, check out our website for the tournaments, upcoming shows that are coming on, everything that's going on. But don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell. We hope you join us again. So, as we always say, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.